Hi, I'm going to walk through using the review panel to handle the scenario where if there's a push commit and someone's already approved a change here. So here someone's already approved it. What happens is that those approvals are actually removed. And I want to show you how that would look like using the review panel. So like I said, here is the review. They approved it, looks good. And someone pushed a new commit. And in some repositories, that will remove existing approvals, which is fine. But then, right now, to actually understand, if this reviewer actually gave a pass review, you have to sift through the comments in the activity feed to actually find that point in the system note where they actually approved. And maybe we went through multiple rounds of approvals and you actually don't have that context. And you have to piece it all together using the activity feed. Using the review panel, you can see something like this where, the approval was removed and the author requested a new review. Okay, cool. Let's look at all the activity to see that whole timeline of the things that happened. Okay, it's actually, the reviewer did give an approval at this time, but for some reason it was removed here. And I'll walk you through why the timeline may look like this, and maybe there could be improvements here that we can add more information to that. So you can see here that the actual review actually was requested 2 days ago. There was one request for changes. They resolved those issues, requested a new review, and then they approved. So, two key points in the review flow, and a new commit was pushed and this approval was removed, and then the author went ahead and requested a review. So that is a nice way of using this panel to filter everything that's in the activity feed just specific to that individual reviewer. So let's jump into this. At the end of this, I want you to think about whether we need a new state to represent this one, where you approve something, it got removed, and now you're waiting for the re-requested review. But I actually don't want people to unassign themselves because I feel that would take away from the whole understanding of what reviews have already been done and the context of where the review is at of the whole merge request. Maybe there already been a few rounds, but by removing the reviewers, you actually don't see that if you're just coming in for the first time as another reviewer or the author. You might have 3 or 4 reviewers that you kind of remember that they did a review, but you don't actually have that context. So let me walk you through some of my thinking around this. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit closer here to see things a little bit clearer. So in the happy state scenario, this is approved changes. If you look at the whole timeline, once again, these check marks here are resolved comments. This moment in time was a request for changes. And then the author requested a review after they resolved them, and then the reviewer is happy and approved it. In the case of a new commit being pushed, so here someone, could be the author, could be someone else, pushed some new commits, and at this moment, that's when the review, this existing approval disappears, right? So then, this doesn't happen automatically. The re-requested the review doesn't happen automatically. So I don't think this is actually an accurate timeline of automation. This could happen, if the author, after they pushed the commits, waited for the pipelines to finish, then 2 hours later, perhaps they can re-request the review. That's why I feel that the moment that a push commit is made, that there's actually a new state, and this is that state of limbo, if you could say, where I'm still a reviewer. I'm already assigned. I gave an approval, but I'm just waiting for a re-request of approval, like re-request for a new review based on these 5 commits, or it could be 300 commits. Who knows? That doesn't matter. I'm just waiting for the author to give me the signal to look at the code again. So this state, I'm thinking, is kind of like awaiting review requests. Naming is open to change. But the idea is that like I'm here waiting for the author to take action. So it could be like awaiting author's action as a more generic term. But here, I'm in this state here. The push happened, my approval got removed, so I'm taken back to the state of waiting for the author, and then the author requested a review, so I moved back into the state of the onus is on me as the reviewer, so the waiting for review makes sense here. Yeah, so that is the difference between this view and this one here, where in between these states, I feel like waiting for review is actually not a good representation, because technically the reviewer doesn't actually know that their approval got removed. Then the reviewer actually doesn't know that they need to do something, but they can't really do anything yet until the author gives that signal to say, hey, all these code changes that I just pushed are actually ready for your review. So that is why I think we need a new state in here, but I'm happy to discuss that further in the issue itself. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you.